Now let's talk about macrolides. They are usually given orally, but erythromycin and clarithromycin can be given intravenously if necessary. They have a similar antimicrobial spectrum to benzylpenicillin, for example, narrow spectrum, mainly active against gram-positive organisms, and can be used as an alternative drug in penicillin-sensitive patients. However, they are ineffective in meningitis because they do not penetrate the central nervous system adequately. Unlike penicillin, the macrolides are effective against several unusual organisms and are specifically indicated in Mycoplasma pneumoniae and Legionnaire's disease. Resistance to macrolides may occur because of plasmid-controlled alteration of their receptor on the 50S subunit of the bacterial ribosomes. Erythromycin is metabolized by the liver, and dosage reduction in renal failure is unnecessary unless there is severe failure. The macrolides are very safe drugs. Erythromycin in high doses may cause nausea and vomiting, but these effects are less common with azithromycin and clarithromycin. Azithromycin has a very long half-life, 40 to 60 hours, and a single dose is as effective in the treatment of chlamydial nonspecific urethritis as tetracycline administered for 7 days. The macrolides inhibit cytochrome P450 and cause accumulation of warfarin.